there, Aries. I hope you guys are doing great. I'm going to go ahead and do a singles energy for you guys. These messages may or may not resonate with every single Aries. Feel free to check out your other placements. Your messages may be there, and the videos for your other placements. I do want to say thank you for those of you who have donated to my channel. I super duper appreciate it. And for those of you who have ordered personal readings, thank you. It's really good to work with you one-on-one. Yeah, let's get into it, okay? Feel free to like, share, subscribe. All right, so Oracle energy for the sign of Aries, please. Aries singles. And for those of you who are like completely single and not looking for anybody, there's also messages in here for you. It's not just lovey-dovey. Show me energy for the sign of Aries, please. Between worlds. Interesting energy here. You're at a transitional point in your life or between two things. All right. So overall energy, I was about to say, can you show me the overall energy that can be embraced by Aries? And here you have the sun. So beautiful energy. Leo energy. Very bright, very happy, very light is also feeling. Very light energy. Show me self-awareness check. Your cards are coming out like this, Aries. Self-awareness check, the Lovers, Gemini energy. Can you show me how Aries singles can bring love into their lives, please? How can Aries singles bring love into their lives, please? Knight of Pentacles here. Can you show me advice for this reading, please? For Aries, advice for this reading for Aries. You have the Hangman as well as the Strength card popping out here, Aries. Bottom of the deck for your reading here, which is going to be the underlying energy for everything. You have the Hierophant here. So Taurus energy. This is ruled by Venus, though. So some of you may be dealing with Libras. Some of you may be dealing with Taurian people. Either way, we're talking about foundational stability. We're talking about healing, spirituality, education, mentorship. Okay, with your energy, or actually let's read this between worlds here for you guys. Between worlds, transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporary blindness, no man's land. The Oracle's message, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are learning the lessons of recent experiences. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be, is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between the worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. Relationship message. This is a time to explore the new energy between you and another. This is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't yet know if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of your relationship that is not to be dismissed or to be hurried. So taking the time to get to know what you want, taking the time to process things and, plant the right seeds here. And for this being a singles reading, some of you are like coming out of relationships. Some of you are newly single. So there's the process of the healing within that as well. Every relationship breakup is a chance to heal different aspects of ourselves that kind of get put under the rug or ignored. It's a chance to really reconnect with ourselves in certain ways where maybe the things that we're lacking in our relationship need to be held up under like a little bit of our own microscope or a magnifying glass, just so that we can see why these things are perhaps a pattern and see why we might be attracting these situations. What about our experiences? What about us is causing these things to kind of like reappear in our life here? With the sun as your overall energy to embrace, this is one of self-awareness. This is one of availability to change. This is one of healing. This is one of the lights are on now and we are home. Like it's the awareness, the shift in awareness here. This is also an energy for fun. It's an energy of happiness and of emotional satisfaction, emotional ease. It is putting ourselves in situations that are beneficial to us, putting ourselves in situations with people who see the best in us, connecting with people who love us. It is being in a certain level of personal joy that is often overlooked by so much of our lives. We often are like in these little humdrum experiences that are like dictated by what we contribute to a business or what we, how much money you make or this and that. It's like really getting down to the basic bones of like, what makes me happy? Sit with that question it some more. What makes you happy? Your self-check is the Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini energy. But the Lovers is also choice, Aries. The Lovers is also choice, life decisions. And for those of you who are completely single and happy in your singlehood, that's totally cool. But the energy is asking for you to kind of embrace certain choices in your life that might be challenging at this time, that yield potential beautiful results or beautiful potential results, but like we haven't yet embarked on that path or in that direction. It's asking for you to be aware of that. It's asking for you to express yourself and redirect yourself in those areas. Challenge yourself here is what I'm feeling. What is most important to your heart at this time? What brings you joy? There's a big theme in here in your reading with what brings me joy. Which path that I am choosing brings me the most level of joy? Like what's that girl, Marie Kondo? She's the does it strike joy? Does it whatever? I can't remember the saying. Does it spark joy? Does it spark joy? Here it's like really embracing the opportunities that do that. For some of you too, especially when it comes to like mentorships and like school tutelage, stuff like that. Like I feel you're going to be endeavoring in situations or opportunities that like are for fun, but also are emotionally uplifting for you. I feel that a lot of you have been subject to a lot of or you've kept yourself subject to situations in your life that have been very heavy, very unrelenting, very mechanical, and they require you to be in a box. And that's not a good place for an Aries. Aries wants to be free. Aries wants to break through the norm. Aries wants to break the mold. And I feel that you should allow yourself the opportunity to do that, Aries. So whatever direction you're choosing right now, I feel here that you're challenging yourself to pick wisely, because the one that you choose is the one that's most supportive of your joy, right? When it comes to how to bring in new love for you, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy, but it's a very steadfast energy. It's one of taking time. It's one of the tried and true, especially with the Hierophant being at the bottom of the deck for this reading. It's indicating that sometimes the tried and true has a place. And I feel Aries is often very much willing to buck the system. Aries is willing to go on its own, diverted path and be present with that. And oftentimes you're going to get great results with that too. But here in love, there's something asking us to be present in the now, present in the tradition of it. There's something about the tradition of it that is important here. I'll pull more cards, but it's taking the time to get to know people in the right ways. It's slowing it down. Wherever Earth is in your chart, maybe some of you need to check out your natal chart, but maybe wherever your heaviest Earth placements are, the houses that are ruled by Earth energy, like, where are those? Because it's asking for you to stabilize the connections there. It's asking for you to have foundational success there. When you start to cultivate that energy, you start to actually create more connections in your life that are beneficial for you and those that come into your life. It stabilizes it, it supports it. Could also be dealing with an earth sign. In regard to the advice here, you have the Hangman and the Strength card. This is patience when it comes to action. Like not everything is meant to just jump on with action. Here it's almost like having to assess situations that we're involving ourselves in, because we need to know if the seeds that we plant are going to take fruit. Are they going to yield trees? Are they going to yield fruit? Is this worth my time? And so with Between Worlds here, I feel that some of you are kind of like dancing this fine line of like, what is traditional, what is new, what is avant-garde, what is completely yours, and you're having to like blend them all together. So we're gonna go ahead and get some cards on this energy for you, Aries. Okay, so show me the Sun energy for their overall, their energy to embrace. Show me the Sun. You have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands coming out here, Aries, for the Sun. Bottom of the deck with that, you have the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Let's focus a little bit more here on this, though. With the Sun and the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, I feel here that there's... If you're like dating and you're communicating with new people, this is important because this is, I'm burping a lot, so this is a lot of like energy that's coming up here. So this is telling you need to take the lead for a lot of you, Aries, in love. I know a lot of us like to sit back and wait for things to happen. For some of you, you're going to need to take action, okay, with the Knight of Cups here. But you're going to want to like look at how you approach things, okay? This is kind of like we're redoing the way that we approach. The type of communication that we want to engage in is very important here when it comes to how we approach people. I feel like there's a process of slowing things down here, Aries. There's a process of, I almost want to say like, challenging yourself to choose one person, and not everybody's like into multiple dating and stuff like that, but like if you find somebody that sparks your interest, give that person a fair chance. I think in our day and age, we have like this idea that, okay, well, there's always somebody to swipe right on and swipe left on, and there's always going to be another person behind the last person, and there's always going to be an opportunity, and always there's another. It almost makes people like expendable, and we don't want to look at people like that, okay? Because people are important and people all have feelings, and you're part of that group. Like, you wouldn't want somebody to overlook you just because somebody was either like, I don't know, whatever seemed more desirable in the moment. Everybody has their flaws, everybody has their weaknesses, and those flaws and weaknesses oftentimes make somebody even more beautiful if they are accepted, if they're cultivated into something beautiful and true. So here it's asking for us to be mindful in how we communicate, be mindful in the direction we take things with people. It's asking us to do a self-assessment on how you communicate with other people. And maybe we need to tone it down. Maybe we need to be more available for this I'm getting a very like earthy, slow energy. So the progression of seeds being planted and blossoming and all of that good stuff, right? Especially when it comes to emotional expression here. Yeah, it's like taking the time to actually like you know when like you're with somebody and they're disingenuous on how like they approach you, or like what they say, like, oh, I really liked how you did this, blah 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 blah, or I like what you said here about this, you know, and you're like, well, what did I say? And they're like, well, I don't know, you know. It's here, it's like, well, we do know what you said because we were listening and we took the time to listen because it's important. I actually found that valuable, and now I'm commenting on it because I'm not trying to kiss your ass or like, you know, approach you with like this guise of like false interest. I'm actually interested in you. And so that's kind of the hurdle within itself, like actually finding people that are very interesting to us. I feel that you're going to slow things down, Aries, when it comes to like how you identify that. I feel here less is more. And maybe that's the energy that's coming through here, is less is more, because what is viable is of interest. And when we scatter our energy and we scatter ourselves with so many different options, you're scattered. Show me the Lovers here as far as like their energetic self-check. Show me the Lovers here for Aries, please. Even when I'm shuffling, they're like, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Come on. Two cards. So you have the Nine of Wands and the Empress here for the Lovers. Bottom of the deck again, you've got this Knight of Cups. So first of all, for those of you, I want to say this, for those of you who are not like seeking out relationships or whatever, this is literally choosing the path of choosing the path that you're most resistant to. For some of you, I feel that's only because it's a challenge. It's a challenge. You're challenging yourself essentially, Aries. But the direction actually allows you to move into a different situation that is entirely for you. It just takes time, it takes process, but it's something that leads you to a very abundant life, okay? For those of you who are seeking out connections with people, I feel here again with this Empress energy, the Hierophant energy, like that's, I mean, together that's kind of like marriage material type. So maybe we have like this mindset of more like permanence rather than I'm just dating for the moment, okay? Because it feels here with this steadfast energy of the Knight of Pentacles, it's asking for us to be very much engaged in situations that maybe it's uncomfortable to think of things like, oh, well, I'm only this old, so maybe I should like, you know, maybe I should play the field or whatever. Here it's asking for us to slow things down, because when you slow things down, you actually get what you want quicker. Especially when it comes to engaging connections here. You also may be connecting with somebody who's Venus-led or Venus-ruled, so Taurus, Libra energy as well here, okay? I think I said that in the beginning, maybe, I'm not sure. Is there any more for that energy? Yeah, some of you, I feel like some of you may be starting to slowly engage, or when you do, it's slowly engaging a situation that feels, the way that you're going to know it's like the right situation is that it's a slow progression, it's a slow burn, it's intention, it's slow nurturance, it's something that you show up to and you're like, well, I think I want to show up to that again. I think I want to be present with that again. I think I want to like be da-da-da-da-da with that again. I think I actually like this person. You know, it's that kind of energy. It's like, oh, I'm finding out, versus trying to force everything to happen all at once with like the swipe right, swipe lefts. People are not expendable. Well, they are, but like, let time be the guide, okay? Let time be the guide. Show me as far as how to bring new love into their lives for Aries. Can you show me the Knight of Pentacles here for Aries, please? I'm hearing slow down, slow down, slow down. You have the you have the Eight of Swords with the King of Pentacles here. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for that energy. So anything worthwhile is going to be taking time to build up here. We have very slow energy in this reading, okay? You have Taurus-led energies here with the Hierophant. Same with the Empress. Slow burn, slow growth, slow to begin. King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. They don't endeavor in situations with people who don't warrant attention, who if they're fly-by-night, if it's something for a moment, tickle the fancy, it's not going to last. They're not going to engage it. With the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, this is something where it's like we're intentionally engaging situations for, we're intentional with them, you know? And maybe we're like bridging those worlds here from where it's like we're going from a very fast-paced approach to love, McLove, you know, everything is, I say mech, it's very highly processed, highly processed, highly processed. You want the original, you want the real, you want the tried and true, you want the slow down, you want the slow dance, right? And it's asking for you to have patience here, because the advice in this reading is asking for you to slow down here with the Hangman and the Strength card here. It's asking you to create patience and experiences. And I feel here that you guys are going to be meeting somebody, or you're probably in communication with somebody now. And if not, open yourself up to it. Open yourself up to it. But the energy is one of taking the time, giving somebody the proper time. And if they're a complete non-match, don't engage it. But here, this is an energy that's like, oh no, I see value in this. I see potential in this. I see a potential here. So it's being very mindful about how to cultivate that and nurture it into existence. For some of you, you're dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. For some of you, you're dealing with a Pisces, a Leo, a Gemini, or a Libra. Show me the Hangman here with the Strength card. Move your energy, Aries. We've got the we've got the King of Wands, and you've got the Ace of Cups. Ooh, with the Queen of Cups, and under that you've got the Temperance card with the Tower, with the Knight of Pentacles. Slow down. What you want wants you just as much as you want it, and when you put your energy to cultivate things, you'll be surprised at what you actually get in return. Not everything is an immediate transaction. Things need to be cultivated with intention. People need to be communicated with. And we need to go slowly. It's a slow, intentional connection here that needs to be, you need to be available to that. You need to be open to that energy. Yeah, when you find something that feels important, give it time to breathe, give it time to manifest, give it time to open up. Hold it in regard, high regard. Allow yourself to be available to it. Call them. Don't do the thing where it's like, oh, well, I saw them a couple days ago, so I'm not going to call them for a week. Don't play those games. I'm telling you right now. Look at me. Don't do it. Don't play those stupid little high school games that get you high school results, all right? I love you guys. I hope that this is helpful for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe if you want to. And thank you so much for the donations and anybody who orders personal readings. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Take care. Bye, Aries.